There are people that we all know that really can't read. People who are running businesses, people who are doing all kinds of jobs, people who have families that they are disguising, even from their own families, the fact that they can't read. Literacy Services of Wisconsin's mission is using a one-on-one tutoring model to do adult education programs that are designed around a personalized learning plan. So every student comes to us with a certain goal, and we develop a personalized learning plan to help them achieve those goals.
I couldn't go any further, and I wanted to. I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to make a better life for my kids, and I couldn't do that without a GED. I had went to many different places. I wasn't catching on. I didn't understand, and my friend told me about Literacy Services. I needed a one-on-one tutor. So when I came here and I actually started sitting down with the tutors, they helped me out a lot.
The one-on-one structure of our model is really where the power lies.
So what we see then in this classroom, in this space, is we see the students really striving to go beyond where they are, and we see tutors who, when they have choices of what to do with their time, they say, hey, you know what, I want to be there because I want to make a difference.
The cost of our program per student last year was just under $1,300 per student. And if you think about what it costs to enroll in a school and the tuition attached to that, and thinking about this not being a classroom setting, this is a one-on-one learning experience for $1,300 a year, it's really kind of shocking when I did the math that we're able to do this. But the magic is in the volunteers again. Those volunteers, 400, just under 400 last year, contributed 19,500 hours of their time to work with our students.
My name is Sarah Risley, and I was a professional photographer for 27 years. I retired 3 years ago, and one of my personal missions in retirement was to volunteer. I think I wanted to volunteer in literacy because in my family growing up, reading was huge. I know the wonders that reading offers, and I wanted to be able to try and help people achieve that.
I didn't stay in high school that long. I dropped out in 9th grade. I had just had my second daughter, and I had to take care of my kids. So I had to drop out of school and get a job, which I ended up getting 2 jobs to take care of my 2 daughters at the time. And I always planned on going back, but it was too late. So I went to try to get my GED, and I was scared I couldn't do it, so I always quit. But I had noticed that I have 2 teenagers, and they wanted to be just like me and do everything I do. So I was like, I have to show them, I have to set an example and show them what they should be doing.
I think her going back to school, it helped me a lot because as an 8th grader, I really didn't think I was going to make it to the 9th grade until she pushed me hard and told me she was going to school, so I thought maybe I could do it too. In my past, I used to get F's and D's, and then when she started going back to school, I started getting slowly progressing to A's and B's. And then, like, by her doing what she did, it made me realize that I can actually pass, and it's nothing stopping me but me.
And I always get like straight A's because like she pushes us to do our best and be our best to become successful. I was really proud of her because she came a long way to get her GED.
The thing that I really like about that I can do for them now that I couldn't do before, I can actually help them with their work. It's a really great feeling.
Nira responded well to Sarah's guidance, and Sarah has a style that is very focused on learning, yet at the same time very accessible. She's a very friendly person, very easy to work with.
It was actually fun. It was really fun, and it was a true definition of having fun while you're learning, and she provided that.
Why this really makes a difference for our community as a whole is that there's a ripple effect. Then they're a reader, they're a parent who reads, and now they're working with their children, and they can stop trying to hide the fact they can't read.
You've got an undeniable record now, your own personal record of success that I hope that you build on, and I'll be excited to hear how you do that as you go forward.
I think this is an amazing place, and I want to thank everybody. And I did it.
She deserves to become successful and to do good because she's very awesome.
I saw her graduate. I actually cried for her because it was like a happy moment. I got to see my mom graduate, and she can actually be what she wants now.
I've heard something behind that lovely chuckle that you hear from her all the time. I know others have stories. I've heard things people have told me. They've said they've never told anyone else. I've had nothing like that in my life. It just rocks you back into reality with some of the struggles that some of these people have. And it's not just that they didn't know how to read or they didn't finish high school. Sometimes there are really serious, hardcore reasons that they didn't. I can't speak for any other tutor, but I think there is definitely a feeling that you get back 10 times what you put out.
Now that I have my GED, it has opened up plenty of doors, like with new jobs I can get. I'm in college. It has done like a lot for me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it has done a lot for me.
You've been so kind and generous. I don't know, you keep on giving. For your kindness, I'm in debt to you. For your selflessness, my admiration. For everything you've done, you know I'm bound.
50 years ago, there were some people who had this vision, and they did what it took to get it off the ground and make it last. Here we are 50 years later, still going.
Oh.